Because of Fan Appreciation Weekend, it is the four-wide salute to the fans. Rarely see such an impressive sight. 10 rows deep, 4 abreast. All for the fans here at Richmond, and a great turnout at Richmond International Raceway tonight as we get ready for the final race before the chase.
Fans that play such a big part of this sport. They're so loyal, so dedicated, so committed. Look at the pit crews holding up the signs. Thank you, fans. Really neat.
All up and down pit road. The crews standing on pit road wall as they go 4 wide in front of the grandstands. Around goes the 13, Casey Mears. Catches it, and the caution's going to come out.
And I'm so glad I'm sitting up here
because
the stress level for these pit crews, these drivers, and these crew chiefs, it's only going up.
Running out of tires.
The 13 here getting into the back of the 93, goes down into the corner. And I think he's going to get a little help.
Yes, I do too. I think 93 was upset.
Yep.
Just turn him around, getting into the corner.
Not the first time we've seen that. It's easy to predict the help. You've seen enough upset drivers. But as we mentioned, all these teams work together, and the list of how many tires they're going to have, it says we ride on board with Casey Mears, you see.
And look at where Martin Truex Jr. is right now in relation to what's taking place. Because of the pit road speeding penalty, he's right near that chaos.
And another big crash on the backstretch, Rick.
Man, and right up in front of more traffic.
Behind you in 3. Ryan Newman's in it.
David Reagan is in it.
Well,
Fire.
And Chris Buescher was in it as well.
Chris Buescher involved. The 83 of Dylan Lupton up on top of the 31. The Fire underneath the hood of the 23. And the 14 of Tony Stewart.
So he's ripped the oil lines out of the 14.
Stop right here, they said.
The 31 and the 14. There's some contact right here heading into turn 1. The 31 accelerates, gets inside the 14 as they enter the backstretch.
Yeah, we've seen this several times. The cars having, getting into turn 1, and the 14 just kept coming down on the 31 on the back straightaway. Wasn't happy maybe with what went on in turn 1, and
big impact by the 23, and you see right there Chris Buescher kind of bounces between them. Yeah. Luckily gets through, but that was a really big impact for the 23 of David Reagan. It was great to see him climb out. This would be a great view of it, Jeff.
Outside 14. 19 straight back, looking inside tight, inside tight, inside tight. We got wrecked hard right here, got wrecked hard.
Carl Edwards in the 19 coming up the racetrack.
I mean, if you felt like that the 14 came down on the 31 getting into turn 1, so the 23 really into the back of the 31 hard.
So unfortunate for David Reagan, but what this in essence does is it clinches the chase spot for Chris.
I was clearly inside of him getting into turn 1. He cut across my nose. I was on the brakes, on the apron, and I hit him coming off turn 2, but only because I'd gotten loose. I was on the apron, and next thing I know, he's driving across my nose on the back straightaway because he's Tony Stewart, because he thinks he owns everything. So it's unfortunate, but shouldn't expect anything less from him.
I was the one that wrecked myself doing it, but it wasn't my intention to get him caught up in it. But I just, it's the 3rd time I got run into by him in one race. I mean, what do you expect? So there's a lot of guys that after the first time would dump somebody for it. So it's got a right to be mad about it, but I got mad for what he did to me too. I mean, he wasn't innocent in it like he's acting like. I mean, he never said once that he run into me 3 times. So his version of how he was driving his car and mine are a little bit different.
The 20 of Matt Kenseth gets into the wall.
Hold on, coming inside, whole field coming inside.
Steve, I've got to ask, is this
hard, you okay?
because of using scuffed tires or older tires?
No, this is a 3 or 4 groove racetrack and 3 and 4 wide racing where cars are running into each other. Look at both sides of this 20. There's dents and damage everywhere.
See Matt Kenseth on the outside. Look at Brad. He misses shift right there. The 18 car gets in the back of him. That bunched them all up. Now, as they go in the corner, boom, right there. But it all started on the front straightaway. That damage on the left front fender probably cut that left front tire. That's what caused Kendra's wreck.
It's chaotic, but doesn't really have anything to do with the wreck. I mean, that's all on Brad, and I'm sure he'll send a tweet out or go on a TV show and explain how it wasn't his fault. But he just he knows better than that. He knows his angle was bad, and he just drove way off in the corner because he made a mistake, and he was trying to make up for it and had no respect for anybody on the outside lane. So unfortunately, we got a wrecked car because of it. But we were starting to make our way back toward the front. It's tough not having enough tires, but I thought Jason was doing a decent job managing. We had a good car all night. We just got behind in that pit road penalty, and thought we were in for a top 3 or 4.
Yeah, I just missed a shift and ruined, Matt's day. So I can understand why. I didn't hear what he had to say, but I can understand why he's upset. He deserves to be upset. I made a mistake, and I was kind of crappy for everyone. But hopefully he'll accept the apology. I certainly don't want to miss a shift for myself, let alone him. And when I got into the corner, I just missed the corner. I was trying to get it in gear and missed the corner and got him. And it looks like it must have cut his tire down, so apologies to him and his team, Kelly. That's not what anybody wants to see, including myself. But as far as the rest of the day is concerned, I thought it was just a hard-fought, Richmond night race, and a lot of yellows there at the end, and hard to keep up with. The 1178 ran a great race, and so did Larson there at the end, and we finished right behind him. I just wish I could have cleaned up a few mistakes and maybe could have snuck in a win, but we just needed a little bit more.
We're into overtime.
Denny Hamlin, great restart.
Very aggressive behind him. Denny Hamlin checking out, though. Hamlin reaches the overtime line, and they spin behind him.
Wreck behind you.
But it stays clean
Caution
so far.
Caution has not come out yet.
And the 42 of Kyle Larson is all the way up to the 4th position. Is there enough time for him to run down the leader?
Final lap. Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Denny Hamlin. Here comes Kyle Larson. He's boxed in behind the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. Denny Hamlin looking to win in his home state. Out of turn 4, Hamlin wins at Richmond.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
9 bonus points of the 3 wins entering the chase. Denny Hamlin has fought for championships before. Said that losing a championship makes him strong.